Today on SVG News, the PS5 and the Series X are looking pretty last-gen to some disappointed gamers. But first, Cyberpunk 2077's kids are giving the PS3 baby doll a run for its money in the Nightmare Department Fuel Arena.
Want to play with me?
Have you ever noticed something off about the children in Cyberpunk 2077? While some of the kids appear to be relatively normal, one player has discovered a pair of youngsters that look more like adult character models shrunken down to child size. The unusual appearances are enough to fuel your creepy-ass kid nightmares.
Come and play with us. Come and play with us, Daddy.
The Twitter user shared screenshots of two children she encountered while playing Cyberpunk 2077, a game plagued by many annoying and funny bugs. The first snap showed a male character in jeans, a striped tank top, and a baseball cap, holding some sort of remote control system for a toy. Meanwhile, the second image showed a female character in a V-neck top and skinny jeans. The kiddos had one thing in common: the faces looked weirdly mature for their young ages.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Clearly amused by this, she wrote, "I seriously cannot get over how the Cyberpunk 2077 child models are just the normal civilian models shrunken down to look like kids." She went on to point out that the adult-like child models are even more unusual given the fact that the 2018 trailer for the game featured a more typical-looking child playing with a virtual reality system. Fellow players took to the replies to share that there are many more normal child models in Cyberpunk 2077, but these two appear to be an odd fluke. It's unclear if these models included in Cyberpunk 2077 were intentional or some sort of error missed before publishing. However, an error wouldn't be surprising, especially considering the myriad of other problems within CD Projekt Red's futuristic action RPG. Since its release in early December, players have reported poor graphical performance on last-gen consoles, randomly spawning NPCs and vehicles, and even corrupted save files. Cyberpunk 2077's problems have become so bad that CD Projekt Red offered refunds for the game, and it was removed from PlayStation's digital storefront. CD Projekt Red may even be the target of a class action lawsuit related to the game. Those child characters are certainly an odd sight, but they may be the least of CD Projekt Red's worries right now. Next up, the new generation of consoles is here, but it's gamers who are getting played.
You played yourself, dog.
The next generation of consoles has turned into the current generation of consoles, and for many, it was as disappointing as 2020 in general. Microsoft and Sony promised their 10+ teraflops of graphical power and SSDs would deliver over 60 FPS of gameplay at 4K resolution with ray tracing. Right off the bat, gamers got hit by low console stocks, scalpers, and controllers that suffer hardware problems barely a month out of the box. And the mud-flavored icing on this disappointing cake, a 60 FPS at 4K with ray tracing promise was a mirage. Still,
what are we gonna do, not play video games?
According to Tom's Guide, not a single game currently on the market lives up to the 60 FPS at 4K pledge. Assassin's Creed Valhalla falls woefully short of 4K, and even acclaimed console-exclusive titles such as Spider-Man Miles Morales force players to pick their poison. Gamers can choose between better frame rates or improved resolution and ray tracing, but they can't have both. The outlet cited Eurogamer's Digital Foundry article that tested the game's performance, and according to that study, Miles Morales' quality mode delivers ray tracing and 4K resolution but caps at 30 FPS, while its performance mode removes ray tracing and shifts between 1512p and sub 4K resolutions to squeeze out 60 FPS. Meanwhile, Digital Foundry also discovered Assassin's Creed Valhalla can't reach above 1728p, no matter what.
They're Vikings!
Tom's Guide's conclusion is clear. Despite the graphical horsepower sported by the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, the consoles can't currently deliver on their promises, although this might not exactly be the fault of the new hardware. Developers, rather, may need to get better acquainted with the current generation system suites. As Tom's Guide pointed out, the original Uncharted only tapped into 30% of the PlayStation 3's power, and by Uncharted 2's launch, the dev team managed to maximize the console's performance. Moreover, developers can fully exploit a console quicker with each generation. Perhaps a title that churns out 4K resolution at 60 FPS is just around the corner. If you haven't bought a next-gen console yet and are disappointed to hear about their current performance, you have one of two options. You can either wait for things to get better, or you can accept the situation and just enjoy the current generation of games. even if it falls a bit short of promises and expectations. But hey, that's 2020, baby.
You, 2020. Get